I'm gonna tell you guys a true story on how me and David Spade met. I was at my weekly Illuminati meeting. I was sitting next to Beyonce and Jay-Z, and all of a sudden my boy Spade walked in right after Drake walked in. And then we burned 2 truckloads of money and did some devil prayers. I 4 goats, 3 chickens, and 1 sheep. And then we just, chopped it up, whatever. It was a catch, it had some lobsters with chicken. I still have the t-shirt with the chicken on it. I think it's a Drake t-shirt.
Yep, y'all heard it for yourselves. She was at her weekly meeting. Anyway, shout out to Jay Marvelous, shout out to Black Balloons, and shout out to DC Mr. 202. But we're gonna cover this Bhad Bhabie thing. She had a crash out a few days ago, laying on top of the Escalade while dude's trying to pull off. And it's funny about the comments, they were all dogging dude, but how can you dog him when she's hanging on the car and he's trying to lead the confrontation? Come on, make it make sense. Society, yeah, twisted. Anyway, we're gonna cover a few things about her, and I might have a few other topics we cover in this one upload. I'm kind of playing around with the channel before I throw it away, so just trying to see what hit, sticks, misses, whatever you want to call it. Anyway, if you want to look out for the channel, you really rock with me, $ Trap House Kitchen 1. Every dollar is appreciated. I have a $400 goal I have to meet by Saturday. No, Friday. By Saturday. I gotta have it in by Monday. So anyway, thanks for being here, you guys. Help me with my $400 goal, $ Trap House Kitchen 1, especially if you like more content like this, because a lot of it doesn't get monetized. Let's get to it.
Once getting accepted into the Illuminati, they gave her an offer she couldn't refuse. They would then make Bhad Bhabie join fans while she was underage, and a bunch of creeps signed up to her account. In 2021, them people gave her her own record label called Bad Music, no pun intended. It wasn't until Tekashi 6ix9ine exposed the business on Vlad TV's interview. This opened up a can of worms. Tekashi 6ix9ine said that Bhad Bhabie was getting ran through by a bunch of rappers while she was underage.
You accused him of having Bhad Bhabie, who was a minor at the time.
Everybody listen, apart Trippie Redd, there you go telling the truth again, there you go Stitch. All these rappers Bhad Bhabie while she was age. Come on, next thing. And she knows that they know it, but you know what? No, we like them. They can
actively. You can still, even if it's someone you know and you're dating, it can still be wrong.
It goes from, oh, I'm special, they'll break the law for me. And then as you get older, it's like, what the fuck? You weren't special, you were just easy. You were just easy to manipulate. You were an easy catch, you were fresh. Like, these men look at these young girls like, oh, I'm probably gonna take her virginity. Like, they want like easy, fresh meat. Like, it's not that you're special, it's really not. Like, it's because these older women aren't gonna go for their bullshit. And these older women aren't gonna give it up that easy, and they know just because of their age, you're gonna think it's something special going on, and it's literally not that at all. It's literally not.
You can see her symbolism. You can see it. Once you cross the threshold, or some say a certain tax bracket, or you aspire to be big time, a lot of people think that there are certain prices you have to pay, certain sacrifices that have to be made. Now, as far as that fans thing, I always thought that was mad creepy. And I always felt like it was dudes maybe watching and subscribed that were waiting for certain numbers, like a 1 and an 8. But I feel like they had this dark thing before those numbers, if you catch my drift. Her income from fans was crazy. And it just made me feel like, there's a bunch of people that were praying, maybe, allegedly, who knows? And that's just my opinion. But that was wild. And as far as the fresh meat thing, I can listen. I bet it's like going to school and then there's a bad girl coming to your school. It's her first day and all the dudes trying to get her because she's new and nobody knows her. Yeah. And with the way this game goes, that allegedly some people says, I couldn't imagine, you guys. Probably like a bidding war almost. Now I want you guys to pay attention in this next clip. Like, ever since I seen this little girl, you can tell when somebody needs a hug or guidance. That's the only vibe I got from this little girl. But this is the most heartbreaking thing I've ever heard come out of her mouth. And the way she's speaking with such fluidity, you can tell that this was something that was normalized. And it makes you wonder, where was the mother? And for the mother to allegedly let things happen like this and take her butt on Dr. Phil and act like she just can't do anything or whatever, can't control this or that. Come on, man. It really makes you think. Listen to this conversation when she was on a podcast. It is heartbreaking.
Is that nice to be with you?
Mm-hmm.
He was to you?
Yeah.
Do you want to know about shit?
No.
What the fuck?
Living his best life.
Oh my god.
Working at a car dealership in Florida.
You
Not there.
But in life?
Twice.
Oh.
Well,
I don't know how well.
I don't know how many times you want to count it, but I mean,
Who you?
well, molested by my mom's ex-boyfriend from 3 to 6, and then I was my from 13 to 16.
Hold on.
And then I had 30-year-old boyfriends when I was 16, 17, 18.
Where's he still out living his life?
He's living his life. Too.
Is that nice to be with you?
Mm-hmm.
To you?
Yeah.
What did your mama do to the ex-boyfriend?
She just got rid of him.
Did she try to beat his nothing? You should have called me. I wish you would have known. Oh my God, I'm so sorry that happened to you. I just got a little sad. I don't want to finish filming. Oh my God, are you okay?
Yeah, I've been through a lot. It's okay. I'll be alright.
Oh my goodness. How do I finish now? First of all, y'all did you tell somebody?
Yeah, I did.
They believe you?
They believe me. The feds did.
The who, the Fed?
Mm-hmm.
So did he go to jail?
No,
Why not?
I don't know.
You didn't press the issue?
Nobody ever goes to jail when it comes to me.
Why you think that?
I don't know. They just never do. Both people that did something to me never went to jail.
What did your mama do to the ex-boyfriend?
She just got rid of him.
I gotta be real, it was a lot of 3s and 6s in what she was talking about, I gotta say. But I think that's a real thing. I really do. I don't think this is like a humiliation ritual type thing or nothing. I feel like this is her truth. This little woman is so deeply bothered, deeply disturbed. Do I think that plays a part in her promiscuity? It's possible. It's very possible, because she was messing with guys. I'll say she was associated with guys that we knew was over age, and that was the wildest thing to me. The wildest. Anyway, let's continue. All right, so next, we're gonna get into the last segment of this Trayvon thing, and I want you to listen to what this young lady says about media manipulation and what they passed while everyone was so high-strung about this situation. Check this out and what they did with privacy. Let's go.
They edited reality and they repeated it until you believed it. And while people were crying in the streets, marching with signs, tearing up cities over a narrative they barely understood, Edward Snowden was out here revealing that the U.S. government was spying on you. Your text messages, your calls, your location, all of it collected without your consent. But nobody reacted because the public was too emotionally hijacked by a story they never bothered to verify. That's the power of media. That's the danger of repetition. And that's how propaganda works. Not with facts, but with feelings. Don't believe me? Take a listen to the House Speaker Nancy Pelosi explain this strategy herself. Take a listen.
We call it the wrap-up smear. If you want to talk politics, you call it the wrap-up smear. You smear somebody with falsehoods and all the rest, and then you merchandise it. And then you write it, and they'll say, see, it's reported in the press that this, and this. So they have that validation that the press reported the smear, and then it's called the wrap-up smear. Now I'm going to merchandise the press's report on the smear that we made. And it's a tactic, and it's self-evident.
Interesting. So you repeat the lie over and over again, and then it becomes the truth. That's how they turned a local tragedy into a national religion, not to honor Trayvon, but to ignite something else. And that something else was BLM. BLM started as a hashtag, then it turned into a movement, then it turned into a brand, then it turned into a multi-million-dollar racket. Trayvon Martin was the spark, and George Floyd was the fire, and Black America was the fuel. Because once Trayvon's case exploded, the facts didn't matter anymore. It didn't matter that George Zimmerman was Hispanic. It didn't matter that the DOJ under Obama found zero evidence of racism. It didn't matter that the 911 call was edited. It didn't matter that the witnesses did not match. All that mattered was the script. This was racism. This was a modern day lynching. And if you don't agree, you're the problem.
That was just a lot. This lady was on national TV agreeing that these stories are manipulated. And she gave us the whole spiel of why and what they want to achieve, and then the outcome. That is crazy that that's even legal. But what's even more astonishing to me is they took what they said was for BLM purposes and they put colors and letters with it. Was this all an agenda just to do that? Period? Like, was that the outcome? It really makes you wonder.
That wasn't the truth. That was emotional programming. BLM didn't rise on truth. BLM rose on trauma and targeted emotional marketing. Let's be real. The Trayvon Martin case trained Black America to see everything through a racial lens. Feel like it's racist? Then it is. You feel like he was guilty? Then he was. Feel like the system failed? Burn it down. That is not justice. That is mental colonization. And who benefited? Not the neighborhoods being destroyed, and definitely not the communities being manipulated. The people who benefited were the ones who wanted power, and Obama knew it. Let's take a listen to his infamous statement that sealed the lie with presidential authority. Take a listen.
But my main message is to the parents of Trayvon Martin. If I had a son, he'd look like Trayvon. And, I think they are right to expect that all of us as Americans are going to take this with the seriousness it deserves, and that we're going to get to the bottom of exactly what happened.
This would have never been Obama's son. Obama's son would have been guarded by Secret Service, probably somewhere on his way to Harvard or Yale or something. Trayvon Martin's parents had a national stage to tell Black America the truth, that our boys need structure, that our community needs order, that our culture needs healing. But they didn't say that because it was never about healing. It was about branding. And the movement that followed, that wasn't grassroots activism, that was emotional engineering built to control, not liberate. Let's be very clear here. Trayvon Martin did not die because of racism. He died because of the lifestyle he led. He came from a broken home. And when you come from homes that are broken, these are the patterns. You get the fights, you get the school suspensions, you get the weed, the guns, and the chaos. This is why children from single mother households are statistically more likely to become criminals, more likely to end up less educated, and more likely to get in trouble. That is not my opinion. That is a fact.
I think that was interesting to hear from a woman that looks like me and not like a Charlie or somebody else like that. It was very interesting to hear that from a woman that looks like me, if you get what I mean. But what do you guys think about what she said? What do you guys think about what you heard these people on TV saying about everything that's going on and the picture painted around it? My mind is blown. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. Anyway, $Trap House Kitchen 1. Thank you guys for being here. I'm out. Peace.